Hey, what is up, guys? Today I want to talk about the recent price increases by Xbox, or more importantly, just the price increases of games and just general consoles and other shit that's been happening lately, and just go on a tangent, maybe rant a little bit on, how I feel on the situation and, just my take on the recent price increases of everything. And this includes Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, even the new Steam machine by Valve, plus games like GTA 6. I just got done making a video on GTA 6's prices and stuff like that, and like my take on their prices and stuff. Maybe some Nintendo games and stuff, or just general talk about it, and let y'all know exactly how I feel and how I stand about it. But if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe and tell me what your thoughts about the price increases about, recently. How do you feel about it? But anyway, we're going to be talking about Xbox first. It's the biggest thing in the room, and it's the most recent, so I'm going to go ahead and get it over with and basically tell you how I feel about Xbox's new prices. Now, if you haven't heard, Xbox is increasing their prices of their consoles. From the Xbox Series S to the newest editions of the Xbox Series X's, everything is getting a 100% price increase depending on what country you live in and, what console that you get. I'm going to go ahead and pull off the Band-Aid here. The Xbox Series S is going to now be priced at $500. The 1 terabyte version will be up to $600. Mind you, these are supposed to be budget Xboxes for people who are having a harder time getting to next-gen gaming, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Let me show you what the Series X's prices are, though. You will die from seeing them. The Xbox Series X itself is going to be $800, while the all digital version will be $750 plus tax. I cannot tell you how much this hurts Xbox so fucking much, dude. Dude, I don't get how or why they're increasing their prices. It is just absolutely absurd. Especially since PlayStation's already increased their prices for their consoles. And dude, I just don't get it. It is absolutely just outrageous. Now, I know they're increasing their prices due to the RAM shortages. Recently there's been a lot of RAM shortages because of AI. So that's probably a very big reason. But I mean, dude, it is just so gaming's getting so expensive, man. And I absolutely hate it. I hate the fact that a hobby that I enjoy so much, that so many other people enjoy, it's just getting too expensive. Especially if you're just trying to get into it for the first time, or you've been in it for a while, it's just too much, man. It's gonna be harder for people, especially people like me who don't have a lot of money, to get into newer gen systems. Thank God I've already got a newer gen system because I have an Xbox Series S. I've been having one for a while now. But dude, it is just absolutely crazy how someone out there is going to have to pay up to $800 for a brand new system. And that doesn't include the plus tax or the plus, whatever region that you're going to be playing, thanks to inflation and shit. But dude, it is absolutely crazy. $800. That is absolutely absurd. Don't even get me started on PlayStation's prices, because PlayStation prices are just ridiculous as well. And you know what? Now that we're on the subject, let's look at PlayStation's prices and see how much they're charging for a base PS5 versus a PS5 Pro. Let's go ahead and just compare, just to see how much it is, because it's not good either. It's really not that good. Yeah, they're both expensive. The fucking base PlayStation 5 is now going to be $650, almost $700, while the Pro all digital is like $900. $900. $900, dude. That is absurd and fucking crazy. $900 fucking dollars. Who is paying $900 for a PS5 Pro? Be honest. Unless you're like a content creator or like a millionaire, who the fuck is paying $900 for a PS5 Pro? I can see you getting, the base one, but like, dude, $900 for a PS5 Pro. And it does almost the same thing as the regular one, but it has more storage, plus, maybe some AI upscaling for some games. Not even all games, like some games. Like, dude, that is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck no. I am not paying fucking $900 for a PS5 Pro when for like some simple features that most games are not gonna use. Like, dude, if I had the money, I would just buy like a base PS5. And even till then, it's to an extent because it's so expensive. And like, even to an extent, like, even Nintendo's prices are not even as bad as like PlayStation's. And Nintendo is like one of the greediest companies that on this planet. And freaking, but their prices are not even that bad. You want to know how much a Switch 2 is going to be after like, the price increase? I want you to take a guess. It's going to be just $500. Just $500. They're only increasing it by like $50. And even at that point, there's going to be bundles that save you like $30 for like, for like getting some of their games and stuff. Like, dude, it is crazy how expensive things is getting. And I just don't know. Like, I don't know how to feel about it. And even up to that point, I can even defend Nintendo for their price increases because, like, bro, what do you mean Mario Kart World is $80 fucking dollars, dude? Like, I'm not paying $80 for Mario Kart World. I'm sorry. Like, I'd rather just get the bundle that comes with Mario Kart World. And even to that point, like, what's the value of Mario Kart World being $80 besides, like, what you normally get in Mario Kart, but it's open world. And don't even get me started on, like, the open world being, like, almost empty and stuff. Like, you should have added, like, a bunch of activities or something to Mario Kart World to justify the price point of it being $800, like, oh, not $800, fucking $80 for a base game. And, like, don't even get me started on, like, GTA 6's new prices, like, the prices that just got confirmed for GTA 6, because I already made a whole video talking about GTA 6, and like, their prices, and, like, what it justifying, like, the prices, because, like, the base game for GTA 6 is going to be $80 fucking dollars, and the ultimate edition being $100 makes sense, because, like, there's a couple of hundred, like, couple of ultimate editions. I think I can't really name a few, but like some ultimate editions cost like like up to $100, but like $80 for a base game, and you're just getting the base game. You're not getting anything else. It's like fucking crazy. I think it's absolutely nuts how expensive freaking GTA 6 is going to be. Now, I mean, it makes sense for them to do that because like they're gonna have to do something to justify like how much money they spent in development for GTA 6, like because it's $1 billion, like almost $1 billion, like over $1 billion game, but like still like $80 for one of the biggest games is still absurd, and they know that they can get away with it because like they know people will still buy that shit up, and like all the good shit's like locked behind a fucking $20 paywall for like extra content and stuff. Like, dude, it is just absolutely fucking nuts how like expensive it is. But the next thing we're going to talk about is like the biggest thing that really got me pissed off and wanted to talk about this because it involves the new Steam machine that is coming out, and that's that's a whole different like big can of worms. So I'm going to go ahead and just reveal the price real quick of how much it's going to be, and you're going to fucking just jump out of your seat. Just like me, it's going to piss you off so much. Okay, so the Steam Machine is going to be over $1,000, over $1,000 plus tax. How we all feeling about that? Okay, so first of all, Steam is making, a new console or PC, because it's going to be a PC, as like a starter PC for like people who don't, have PCs and stuff like that, as like a way to like get into PC gaming. First off, over $1,000 for a starter PC, dude. It is absolutely absurd. I've already seen like a couple of videos of like people talking about it. And talking about like the prices, because which, by the way, they already confirmed that the original price was going to be $750, which it wouldn't have been as bad if it was $750. $750 kind of makes sense. Like I thought about it, because like when they first announced it, I thought it was going to be like around like, maybe like $600 to $700. That would have made sense. Okay, I can justify the price point for like $600 to $700 for like a starter PC, because that's basically what the Steam Machine is. But like, dude, almost $1,000 for this machine, and don't even get me started with the fact that this Steam Machine doesn't even come with a controller. You have to buy the bundles, and mind you, the controller is like $100. Like, dude, I can't imagine paying that much for like a console to not even get a controller like when you first get it. Like, bro, I seriously can't imagine. I know most people are not going to use like the Steam controller to like play the Steam Machine, but like if you get it, you should have like like the controller come with it. You're already paying like $1,000+ to probably get just the regular one, because you can always just upgrade the storage later and stuff. But like, dude, absolutely not. I am not paying $1,000+ for a console. Not even a console, because it's a computer. It's a PC. And even at that point, I think there's some starter PC. I can't even say that, because like PCs are also like in general getting more expensive. Laptops are getting more expensive because of the fact that we have no fucking RAM. We don't get no RAM. RAM's getting so expensive to buy, because of all this fucking AI bullshit. Thank you, ChatGPT and other AI, for like making it harder for us people who just want to enjoy a simple hobby and play some simple games, and it's making everything more expensive. Like, honestly, it pisses me off. But there's like nothing that we can just really do about this whole situation until like everything just goes back to like square one and normal, which we don't even know when that's going to be, because like, again, like, the RAM shortages are fucking getting out of control, and we don't know how long it's going to be until the shortage goes down and we're able to like, eventually have more RAM available for consumers and people who just want to buy consoles and stuff like that. Like, and even at that point, we don't even know how much like games are going to be at that point, because like inflation has like gone and killed us so much. And, so many greedy companies are taking money, taking our money and stuff, and fucking like, and you can't really advise like, oh, well, don't buy anything, don't buy no games, or don't buy no, because that, that doesn't work, like, you can't just tell somebody like, oh, don't buy the game and everything will be fine, because people are still going to buy the game no matter what you're going to tell them, because you can't control people's wallets. You really can't control people's wallets. Like, as much as I don't like FIFA or like sports games, people are still going to buy sports games no matter what I say, because, sports games are really popular, for example. And, like, when people bought, like, like Call of Duty and complained about Call of Duty, people are still going to fucking play Call of Duty. Even though the price point for Call of Duty is also getting really expensive, and they're not justifying the prices for what they're making and shit. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude everything, because I'm recording this at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, because I couldn't sleep. So the conclusion, what's the conclusion to all this? How are we going to all like solve this together as a family? How are we going to, just solve this to, find out, what are we all going to do about the price increase? I mean, to be honest, there's not that much that we can do. Like I said, it's really just we have to wait for the RAM shortages to go down so that we can be able to like save, have our money to save for a lot of the newer consoles. And I think some companies are realizing that, but it's not going to get, taken into effect until like the RAM. We have more RAM. But either way, thank you guys for hearing me ramble and rant about price increases. I'm working on some new videos right now. I'm planning on doing an Ocarina of Time kind of retrospective or review, whatever, which is why also there's, Ocarina of Time gameplay. This is just a small bit of gameplay for Ocarina of Time HD, which I've also been playing a lot. So, thank you guys for supporting and, being there for my channel. I know the views and the videos are not coming out as much or as frequent, I know, but I'm apologizing. I've been working a lot on some stuff, but either way, thank you guys for watching and being there for my channel. It makes me feel great to know that, y'all enjoy my content and just like hearing me ramble about games or just topics out there or drama, stuff like that. But either way, thank you guys for watching the video and subscribe and like for more. I've always just, tried to get videos out whenever I can, and it means a lot to me that the people who usually watch my content are out there just waiting for a new video. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.